the reason why I provided that photo for critique is it's because it's one of the photos that I like the best I created and that I'm really proud of. I'm kind of unlearning things that I've learned. I'm trying right now as we speak to bring the photos as natural as I can. To
Okay.
have the model looks beautiful but also natural.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Photographer Profile. My name is Nathan Rupert, and I started this channel to give photographers a worldwide platform to share their work and stories. My guest today is Bob Marley, not the celebrity, but the Las Vegas photographer, Bob Marley. How you doing, Bob?
Hey Rupert, my name is Bob Marley, as you just said, and it's a very pleasure to me for me to be here to talk about photography, which is my passion, which is everything I live and breathe. I'm really excited for the questions. I'm really excited to get in deeper into it. Man, salute to you, and then let's get started.
Awesome. And where are you located, just for everybody watching so they
Las
know?
Vegas, Nevada, but I travel in a lot of different places.
Okay. And are you more near the strip or the suburbs? Just curious.
I live 2 minutes away from the strip. It's crazy. Yep.
Oh, wow. You're near all the craziness and fun
I know, but the thing is
there.
that it's I always have business on the strip, so it's strategically good for me, you know.
Before we get to your picture showcase, do you have any hobbies outside of photography that you enjoy?
It's funny that you asked. Before I even started photography, photography was my hobby. Photography is both my professional work and my hobby. It's either I'm taking photos to get paid out of it, or I'm taking photos for fun. It's crazy.
Is it hard to do it for work when you're doing it as a hobby all the time? Do you ever feel like it's just too much? Too much?
I honestly think that it doesn't really make a difference because either I'm working or I'm doing it for fun. It's always enjoyable. So I'm always having fun.
Okay, well,
That's what I think about it. I just think it's fun, and I'm always having fun.
all right. Let's look at your picture showcase here. Give me 1 second to share my screen.
No problem. Oh
Okay,
man,
there we go.
do you know this guy?
Uh, I do not. No, go ahead and
This
tell us
is
about this picture.
this is Jonny Creative. So he's actually one of my favorite photographers in the whole world, and he's also a model. So that was like a very immense pleasure for me to meet him and to get him to my frame. That was like one of the most important moment of my whole life, man. It's really great as a photographer, as a model, as a human. Is insane, man. It's crazy.
So, what was the reason behind the shoot and this pose
Okay, so
here?
I went to an event which is WPPI, which is an event for photographers in the whole world, and he was one of the models. We connected right away, and I was like, you know what? Just show me, like Joni, like what would Joni do in that specific moment? And he went like this. I was like, you know what? I don't think I need anything else. I just took the shot.
Did he tell you about his tattoos or any of the stories
Not
behind
really,
that?
not really. We didn't get to dive deeper into the tattoos because it was so many photographers that was on the line. But man, it's very special for me to being able to capture one of my favorite photographers.
What does he shoot? What is he famous for shooting? I'm just curious.
He's famous for shooting people, but
Okay.
like I think his work is very minimalistic. It's not like people high fashion. He has his own style of capturing people, and I think it's amazing. You should look him up. He's one of the greatest.
I'll check him out. All right, let me get your next one ready here. I know we have a lot to
I
to
know.
go
I'm
through.
sorry, man. I didn't even know what to do. I have so many photos that I'm obsessed about. It's crazy.
Okay, can you see that one here?
Yes.
Tell us about
Yes, I
this
can.
shot.
Okay, so this shot was for Canon, like the brand. So it was like a teacher that was showing people how to take photos like of that specific model and a specific angle. I was right behind him, and then I saw that as soon as he fixes the light, there was that, like, you see the effects, like to
Yeah.
the like, and I could see that. And then, but he keep on changing the lights. I was like, man, if you only bring that lights one more time in that specific spot, I'm gonna take the shot. I did, and I just love the effects he created. If you're looking at it, you're gonna see like there's like two different shadows that the light created. I think it speaks volume, and yeah, that's one of the specific reason why I love the shot. It was supposed to be a mistake, but it's a shot.
I love that the two shadows. It makes her seem very mysterious, like a alien Michael Jackson or something
Exactly,
like that.
exactly, exactly. It's like, normally you would need like three different lights to create that specific shadow, but it's just one light.
Now, who was putting the light on this model while you were
That was
shooting?
that was the photographer that was showing people how to take the shot. He was placing the light, trying to teach them, what, if you want to create that specific look with Rembrandt lighting, so that's how you do it.
Okay.
But as he's fixing it, I could see the shadows. I'm like, okay, let me just let him, go one more time, and I'm gonna take that shot the way I want it to be. I showed him, and he couldn't even believe it. It was like, if you ask me to do it one more time, I don't even know how I'm gonna be doing it, but it's a great shot.
Did Canon do anything with this shot? Did they feature it or anything
No,
like
I didn't
like
let him
that?
have it. I just kept it for myself.
Okay. How often does Canon do that? Or they did that in Vegas? Is that where
Okay, so
this was
it's
at?
it's an event. The name is WPPI. They have it every year in Vegas. But Canon have different things going on. I don't really know their schedules, but I know that they always in that specific event where they have different photographers come and talk about their work, and then they have their own brand ambassador that they let speak. That's a good thing for photographers to meet and learn from different other photographers in the industry.
I like that. Yeah. I wonder if
Yeah.
Canon does that in San Diego. I'll have to check it out. Before we get to your next photo, what excites you to go out there and shoot day after day, week after week? What keeps you going?
Honestly, as a photographer, I don't think I knew the importance of what I'm doing before I started understanding how unique people are. Just to know that somebody reached out to me, they want to have a shoot with me, and it's a unique person. It's always interesting me for me to know that I'm gonna experience like one in a lifetime person. Then I'm gonna have them something to cherish forever. I think that what excites me the most is people, their personality, the way they see life, the way they embrace life. I'm always excited to meet new people and to get to take photos for them.
Love that answer. You're one of the most popular cities in the world. That's a great location for
Exactly.
you as
So it's
well.
always, it's always, I'm always have something to be excited about.
Okay, let me get your next photo ready here. One second.
Yes,
This is the same person
this is the same
from
person. This
the
is Jonny Creative. I always like to tell my client or the person that I'm taking photos of, be yourself for 2 minutes. Give me the energy that's going through your mind right now. It's always mind blowing what people do. Some people would just go crazy, which is the case of Johnny. It just was like, and I was like, do you want to kill somebody? And then that was it. That was it, man. That was Johnny's energy, raw, and I really enjoyed that shot, man.
Is he as scary as his tattoos? He looks in his picture, or is he just normal when you
It's just a
actually
funny thing, man.
talk to
Like,
him?
you might be scared when you see him, but I can tell of a sweetest human being. Like, it's crazy how good of a soul he is. Not the way he looks, not the way he poses, but when he speaks to you or the way he approaches you, you can tell it's a sweet human being, and it's mind blowing.
This is definitely a personality shot. I love the beads,
Exactly.
the beads
Yes.
too.
Like, I mean, everything is insane in that shot, man. Like,
Did you
you
bring
can
those
tell
for him,
Johnny.
or does he wear those normally, or you brought those beads for
He,
him to
I
wear?
mean, that was a look for the shoot that he was doing. We had like different outfits, like each and every single day. He's definitely gonna be wearing accessories that matches, what he's wearing.
Yeah, I like that.
I know.
Another question before we look at some more pictures here. What is the best piece of photography advice you've received or that you learned throughout your career that you can pass on to others? The best advice.
It's funny that you asked that question because, like, I feel like me most likely when I approach photographers and ask them that same question, they don't really like to share with me. You know, They would be like, "Yeah, you're
Really?
doing great. You're doing this. You're doing that." I just know that there's so much more I can learn from that specific person. That's why I ask questions. But I don't really have an answers that I've been given. But through my experience, I just know that it's you got to be passionate about what you're doing. Don't do it for the money. Don't do it for being famous or whatever. Just do it because you like it, because you love it. Then it doesn't even feel like working. It's something you enjoy, and you're gonna keep shooting, and that's where the magic is at. Keep on shooting every day. You love it more. You get better at it. You can get famous for it, and you can get paid more for it. I think the only magic in photography is being passionate, man. It's an
All
expensive
it
hobby,
takes,
as they say, right?
yeah.
You
Oh,
was
I
gonna
was gonna
say
say,
something,
all it takes is that one shot to go viral. That guy that took that picture of that surfer during the Olympics, for example, just one
right?
shot, and he's world
One shot, my
famous.
friend. That's
No.
it. One shot, and but still, you could take one shot and being famous for it. But what's gonna be coming after you being famous for that specific shot? People are gonna want more from you. That's why you need the skill. You need the skill set, and you need it to be consistent, not just a lucky shot and then boom. you know.
Good point taken. Yeah, definitely. Okay, let me get your next photo ready here. Yeah. Okay, let me share. Okay, you see that?
Yes.
This is a cool shot. Tell us about this one. What is the story behind it? Did she reach out to you, or
Okay.
what was
So
the theme?
a company reached out to me. They wanted to create like some really cool Disney princess looking shots. We
Okay.
traveled all the way to Banff, Canada, to realize that project. It was almost midnight when I took that shot, man. I really wanted to give them something amazing. I had like two more lights in the background, and we had the shot coming like that. It's something I'm really proud of. I'm proud of the outcome, and I was on the floor. And yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
I think that's one thing a lot of beginning photographers kind of miss is getting those very unique angles. You got to get down and dirty. You got to be on the floor, up top, aside. You
My
know,
friend.
you
You
don't
gotta
want to
do.
shoot straight away all the time.
I always tell people you got to do what it takes, man. You got to do what it takes. Like in that specific shot, you have the Disney princess, and you also have the floor. So I don't see other ways that I could get the shot like that if I was not on the floor.
How many flash did you use for this shot? You had
So
one, oh, two
two
flash. Okay.
flashes. Yeah, I used one for the main light, and then the other one like as the orange color that you can see in the background.
Was the main light? Did you have a flash attached to your camera, or they were
I always use
triggered
triggers.
flash?
Yeah, I
Oh,
always use
triggers.
triggers.
Okay. I like this. I like this one. It's very
I
cool.
know that one is very
Good
cool.
job.
It's amazing. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Before we get to the next photo, what do you see as a future of photography in like 20 or 30 years? How do you think photography will change or evolve?
People are gonna be born every day. They're gonna get married every day. People die every day. Things, exciting events happens in everyday life. And unless it's being captured, there's no best ways to really memorize it. I think there's even you, like part of your life, you looked at a photo and you're like, oh my God, man, I can't believe I got so wasted in that specific moment. If there was no photo about that specific time, there's no way you would have been able to remember it because things happens every day and memories overtakes over other memories, which is
Yeah.
cool. I think photography is gonna keep on evolving. It's evolving right now with AI. I know there's some photographers that hates it, but it's technology, man. You can't beat technology. It's like a wave. If you don't ride it, it's gonna kill you. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
same, if you share the same vision as me about that.
I don't I don't know if we'll have traditional photography in 20 to 30 years. I feel like we'll have some specialized implant or something. So I don't think cameras might exist. Maybe, I don't know.
I see
True,
photography the
yeah.
same way. I know that there's gonna be a lot of evolutions, But if you manage to keep your photography unique and the way it was as we speak right now, you can make even more money out of it because it's gonna be a classic, and it's not gonna be a lot of people that still keeps the same way, you know.
Hold
So
on to your cameras. Don't unbox them.
right, yeah, yeah. You never know, my friend. You never know.
Okay, let me get your next photo ready here. I love this look from this lady here.
Right,
This
right.
shot. Tell
Definitely,
us about
man.
this image and this shoot.
This lady, I met her like at the same time that I met Johnny, right? I told her, be your own version of Mona Lisa. What would you do? Then she gave me that look, and that's it.
Now that is a look. I would not want to be her kids.
I mean, she's so sweet as a person. That's exactly what I told you. Like when you tell somebody, give me 2 minutes of energy, you never really know what they are gonna do because they might be so sweet and they give you something terrible. It's always the moment, and that's what we do. We capture the moment.
I love how her hair just curls right by her eye, and the outfit that she's wearing,
Oh,
it
my friend,
matches the background so
everything
perfectly.
is perfect. A lot of that was done in post too, where I emphasize is on the look and create like some kind of invisible shadow to add more drama into it.
Oh, so you did some post processing here to help the look.
That's yeah,
Okay.
that helped a lot too. But she's great as a model, so that made it easy.
Okay, let me get the next one ready. Is this a different person than the
Yes,
previous lady?
this is
Okay.
different than the previous, and she's just amazing.
When was this, or where was this shot?
Okay, I think that was like a setup in Mirage Hotel before they took it
Okay.
down. Yeah, so I love everything about this shot from the outfit to the way she poses, and then she's so amazing.
Is she a ballerina? Her with her toes like that?
She's
That seems like it
not, but
hurts.
she's just perfect as a model. Shot is very Renaissance. It's like ancient times. Like the elegance that she's channeling in the photo is just mind blowing.
She looks like a Greek god, like
I know
Athena or Hera or
that's
something like that.
exactly that's exactly what I told her. I was like, now you're the queen of Renaissance, and then you're just here to showcase beauty. So what you do, and then that's it.
And she brought that outfit with her for the shoot.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
She
okay.
had three different ones. We went with that one.
I like it. Did you Photoshop that background or process it
No,
to get
that
that
background is
background?
real. The background is real. It's just that it wasn't that dark, so I added like some kind of contrast into it to make it looks even more dramatic.
Wow, it looks fake. The background is cool. You did a good
I
job
know, I know.
with modifying that.
That happens a lot in my photos because I think that I invest so much time creating, preparing my photo shoots that oftentimes people think it's fake because it's so easy to use AI right now. But there's something that you
Yeah,
can't really like with AI. Like if you zoom it, there's always gonna be that specific thing that tells you it's AI because it's not perfect. You feel me? But this is a perfect background in that we created.
I like it. Let me stop sharing. Another question for you. What do you want to happen to your photos when you die? All these photos you've taken in your lifetime. Do you care? Do you have any specific thoughts
I honestly,
on
that's
that?
why I invest so much time and patience taking photos for people because I know that if anything, my photos are going to keep me alive. People are gonna forget about me, obviously. But even after they died, people are gonna be like, "Man, that photographer did such a great job capturing my mom," and that keeps me alive.
I like that thought process. That's a good
Honestly,
way to look at it.
right? Because at the end of the day, like when you die, you really die when people stop talking about you. But if you created something that can live far beyond yourself, then that keeps you alive in a way.
I like that. That's a good point. All right, let's take a look at your next photo here. Another woman on her toes. This time she is a,
I
a
know. I
ballerina,
mean,
it looks
that one
like.
is a ballerina. Yeah, so that's what she does for a living. That was kind of
That's
easy.
crazy balance. That's
Oh,
crazy
it's
balance and
crazy.
skill
It's
there.
crazy. It's crazy. Yeah.
How long did she pose like that for you on
That
her
was that was
toes?
quick. That was quick. I mean, actually, in that shot, she was getting ready to pose.
Okay.
She was getting ready to pose, and I captured the specific moment when her facial expression is getting ready for everything. I think it's even more dramatic than the pose itself, you know?
Some people say,
Exactly.
"Oh, you should have photoshopped out that little crack above her head," but it kind of looks like she's standing on two sides of the world,
Oh,
right?
that
Right in the middle, that
exactly what makes
separation.
to me. I asked my girlfriend, like, what do you think? Do you think I should remove that? She was like, yeah, because I don't think it makes sense. And I was like, you know what? It creates a different dimension on the photo. I think as photographers, we should always have that one little thing that makes people think about our art. If it's easy, then it's not worth it because anybody could do it. So that's why I left it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the photo would be fine even if you removed it. It'd still look really cool, but it'd just be a different
Definitely.
different
It's
feeling, you
perspective.
know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're here for that.
Another question for you. If you could take the portrait of any celebrity, alive or dead, what celebrity would you do a portrait shoot with?
Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because each and every photo of Marilyn Monroe, I wish I was the one to take them. Because she was all about freedom and just do whatever you want, just be whoever you want. I think I would really love to showcase that to the world because I think that the world that we live in right now, everybody is either fake or they're living a life that's not theirs. Most people are following social media. They want to be like an Instagram person, but they always forget that most of Instagram life is staged. It's not even real. So I think I would
True.
definitely love Marilyn Monroe. I
What
have
kind of location or outfit would you have her in?
naked.
Naked.
Yeah, because I don't really see like some very raw photographs of her naked, and I think that would be very intense.
Well, you might get a lot of onlookers. That'd be a very popular photo shoot.
I know, I know, I know.
Let's take a look at. Let me get your next one. Ready? This is very trippy. Reminds me of the '80s or something.
I know. That's
What is the story behind this background, this model? What was going on here?
the background is not real. It's like a backdrop.
Okay, gotcha.
I've been working on right now is to bring life on the backdrops. Like, can you just come and tell me that's like okay, that's just a backdrop.
I could not say that. I thought you were at a club or something,
Exactly. It
something like
looks
that.
very alive. And it's something that I've been working on, like to work on the use to bring like everything to life. Then the model, like you can see, is very elegant with the red lipstick. I think it's elegance back in the 90s. You feel me? Elegant disco. That's how I call that specific piece right now.
So you created this backdrop, or you found it online?
I found it. I found it. I think it's
Okay.
like from New World or something like that. I can't really remember, but I brought it to life.
I should get that backdrop for my podcast. I'd look like I'm interviewing people from
It-
the '80s or
I
'90s or
know,
something.
I know. It would be really nice.
That's cool. Another quick question for you. What aspect of photography do you feel like you need improvement in, or you really want to learn right now in your career?
Okay, I think that there's always room for improvement. Even the best photographer in the world right now should feel the same, or it's not art. People could go to my page and think that my photography is perfect, but I think I get better every day, and I'm always, learning every day. I learn from people. I learn from the model that I shoot with. I learn
Yeah.
from people that doesn't know anything about photography. That's why I always love to ask people, what do you think about that specific portrait? I think there's always gonna be room for improvement no matter what.
Is there anything specific that you're working on at this point in time
Man,
that you can think of?
I think that right now I'm kind of unlearning things that I've learned. Let's say for
Okay.
example, I think that my photos was too perfect, and I'm trying right now as we speak to bring the photos as natural as I can. To
Okay.
have the model looks as beautiful but also natural. I think that's what I'm working on right now.
Yeah, a lot of people get obsessed with making their skin color like
Exactly.
perfect
Touch
and
and burn,
all this
But
stuff.
that's also because think about it. a client pays you to bring out the best, and to have like that specific look, so they could go and be like, this is me. I kind of understand, but I think as an artist, your work should be you. If you have your work to be yourself, then people would hire you to bring you into their art.
Yeah, I mean the great thing is you can do both. You can give the model the pictures they want, and you can do your
Instead have your
pictures
own.
too.
That's
And
exactly
then
what it is.
they have that yeah, they have that personal, and then you can just post what you want. So you can do
Exactly.
both
which is,
as a
which is great,
photographer.
which is great.
Yeah. Okay. Let me get your next photo ready here. Is this the one you asked for critique on that you
Yes.
sent me? Okay.
Yes.
Maybe just give some background first, and then I'll give the critique
That's good.
at the end of it.
The reason why I provided that photo for critique is it's because it's one of the photos that I like the best, that I created, and that I'm really proud of. I like it so much that I always ask people what they think about it. You feel me? Because like I told you,
Yeah.
photography for me, like I can always be a better photographer. I think it's phenomenal how I created that shot because the background was black. I worked on the background. I worked on like it's a lot of work that I put into it to have it like that. That's why, as a photographer yourself, and I'd love for you to tell me like what you think is wrong with it.
To be honest, I like it. I can't find much to critique. I mean, maybe that her elbow's a little cut off, but that's not a big deal on the side
Uh
there.
huh.
But I think it's really good. I love it. I don't have much to critique on it, to be
Yeah,
honest
like this
with
is
you.
this, and I'm really proud of it. But I still like I would really love to for people to tell me what they think about it because man, to me it's perfect, and I know perfection doesn't exist. You know,
What did the model say about this when you showed her?
she couldn't even believe it. I think she was
And you did
happy.
this in Photoshop. You made this you combined these two in Photoshop. Is
Some
that
photoshops,
right?
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Awesome. Sorry I couldn't give you much critique on it. It's pretty
Oh,
good.
it's
I
okay,
liked
man.
it.
I understand. I understand. I know it would be kind of hard, but I still was, hopeful that you would come up with something that I could learn from.
All right. One more question. Do you have a dream shot in your mind that you want to achieve that you're hoping to
Okay,
get someday?
that's hard, man. I don't really think I have a dream shot because the thing is that I always plan my photo shoots. I create a mood board. I do everything that I am supposed to do for the photo shoot to come out perfect. And on the spot, I get an inspiration out of anything that I don't even know that I'm gonna have. It's really hard to really have that vision of one specific shot.
Yeah. You're more just inspired. It seems like you're
Yes,
more
I am.
inspired.
I plan the shoot. I do whatever it takes, but still, when I get to the location, I get inspired. So it's crazy.
Okay. Let me get the next one
hmm
ready here. Okay. So you said this was a missed shot. Is that right?
Yes.
Give us the background on why you think you missed
Okay,
this one.
so I think that shot was in Haiti. I wanted to shoot with that model so bad. I thought that was a good shot. When I got home, I was so excited and I wanted to edit it. But when I got there, like I really don't like anything about it. So it's one of the photos that I know I missed. She likes it, but I don't. So yeah,
It looks like there's some weird like coloring or light on her hair and around her legs, like some
man,
blue
I
light
don't
or
like
something. I
I
don't
don't
know what
like the
that is.
photo at all. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what was going on. Man, it's crazy. I don't like the
Just
pose. I don't like the
Photoshop
position.
your name off it there.
Right, right. I don't like the pose. I don't know, man. I don't know what I was doing.
Her eyes are closed too. That's kind of
Exactly.
bad.
Yeah. And like think about it. That's the only shot that I could save. So
Oh
the other
no.
the other ones are even worse.
Gosh.
Yeah. So you can understand what I was going through, man. It was crazy.
But she said she liked it?
She likes it. Yeah. See, I even tagged
Okay.
it. 'Cause, I was like, okay, then, that's good.
Well, if she
I
liked it, I
know
guess
that.
you can't sweat too much. You can't worry
I
too much
know. I know.
on it.
But until that day, I know that's one shot I missed, and I regret it.
Do you have any weird, wild stories? Anything crazy you've seen in Vegas on your travels that you can think of? Anything crazy
Wow,
happened out there on
man.
any of the shoots you've been in?
I haven't experienced anything crazy in my whole life, almost. Maybe with girlfriends, but not in Vegas. People that I work with in Vegas, they are very select people. They are always very good people to have around. And I also select all my clients. Let's say that, for example, you want to have a photo shoot with me, and I don't feel like I like your energy. I'm just gonna say no. So yeah.
Have you ever had a client that wanted to do like a nude or naked
Oh,
photo
I have a
shoot
lot of
before?
that. I have a lot of that. I have a lot of boudoir, but I don't post it because the thing is that it's not really good for somebody that wants to hire you to be all over the place. I also do a lot of weddings that I don't really post about. Yeah, it's
That's
crazy,
an
right?
interesting mix, right? You don't want to.
Exactly, but you might hurt somebody's feelings. They go into your profile and be like, Jesus, this guy be doing news.
It's a fine line. You want to post those type of images to get those clients, but you don't want to scare away your wedding
Exactly, my wedding
clients
clients
too.
or my clients that their moral is different from that specific thing. If you're a model, there's so many options, but if you do nude modeling, then it's really hard for people to hire you because they have a specific standard. You feel me? Yeah,
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas,
stays
right?
in Vegas, man. But Vegas has a lot of good sides, man, and I wish people knew about it. Like, man, like I lived in 5 different states, and Vegas have been the one that really caught my attention in so many ways. It's crazy.
What's one good side that people might not know about from Vegas?
Okay, so Vegas has a lot of people, like high profile people that's here and that's investing in different things that the world knows about and people don't really know about. If I'm comparing like 4 different other cities that I lived in compared to Vegas, I don't even compare. There's not only people that comes here to have fun, there's also people that's here to invest and make the best out of their life. And there's so many of them.
Well, you're a very good ambassador. They're lucky to have you.
Thank you, thank you. Maybe I get hired to be Vegas ambassadors one time, but it's gonna be hard because people know Vegas for Sin City. They don't even
Yeah.
know what I'm talking about.
If I come to Vegas, I'll definitely hit you up and we can do a photo shoot or something like that.
Definitely, and you'll see
That'd be fun.
you'll see how different like my life in Vegas is compared to what people might think of. You know.
What is the best way? What do you prefer people to contact you? Do you prefer Instagram, your website? How do you prefer people reach out to you?
I don't really think I have a preference because it's always the same energy. Either you call me, or you contact me through Instagram, or you go to my website.
Okay.
I just love referrals. If you if that works, because I like, for example, people that contacts me through somebody else's experiences because I know their expectation. I know they know exactly what I provide, and they understand it better. Because more oftentimes on Instagram, man, people would just contact you for whatever, and I don't really like that. Yeah.
You said referrals. That's the word you said there.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't hear it for the
I
first
know
the
my
first
accent is
part.
crazy.
Okay, well, any final thoughts?
Definitely, man. Definitely. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much.